Hare Krishna. Hey, welcome Madhusudan and whoever else is here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Let's get a little song out here. Boy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, good morning everybody, welcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radhe Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda. I never knew Krishna would teach me how to play the flute. It's a nice instrument. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Oh God. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna. Oh, God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Gauranga. Time to freshen up a little bit. Take a nice shower. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gauranga. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Hey, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Oh my Lord Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. you're all heroes out there, conquering the mountain man, Krishna, King of the Himalayas, King of Govardhan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Damn,
That was good.
Emo made this one.
Oh yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Ain't no ball like me.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakti
Thanks for using.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Good morning, my dear friends. Thank you for encouraging me to engage in devotional service by being here and have this Harikatha session where we can surrender more and more to Radha and Krishna and know what's really valuable in this world. Otherwise, everything else is like dry oil cakes. Coffee is okay as long as we have Krishna around. Otherwise, I cannot enjoy my coffee kingdom. Krishna. Oh, man, I can't stop coming every day. It's so attractive here. Such attractive devotees. So nice to look at Lalita's smiling face. Isn't it, Tom, every morning? See that smile? Somebody who is connecting with the right source. Yeah. Let's see here. I've got this book in here. This is the same book I was reading from, I think. Is it? I think so. No. It's just some great book. Okay. This is called Sri Prema Samput, Treasure Chest of the Pure Divine Transcendental Love, by Sriman. This is translated by Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj Goswami. Thank you very much. Devotees did a nice job translating, usually, these wonderful books. Left them for us to taste. Left them us as our food. This is for dinner today. So, Treasure Chest of Pure Transcendental Love, Sri Srimad Saput. Is this the first part? Yeah. Okay. Loving attachment has a particular nature that is extraordinary. Within the heart of the lover, yearning may spontaneously arise to hear from his beloved's mouth. Within the heart of a lover, a yearning may spontaneously arise to hear from his beloved's mouth about the excellence of her love, for him in the inferiority of his love. Early one morning, under the control of such love, Vijayanandana, Sri Shyamasundar, the unrestricted, carefree enjoyer of Ras. See, unrestricted. I like that word. Isn't it amazing? We have this unrestricted thing going on here in the midst of all these restrictions being put on in a world. See, the world puts on getting more and more restrictions, and we get more and more unrestricted. So I say freedom has got to be in the soul now. This is the whole point of that. People thought they got, a little puffed up. Oh, we're so free, especially Americans. Oh, we're so free. We can do anything we want. And find out that actually material bodily, and that may or may not happen. Sometimes a little more freedom, but never full freedom. I mean, look at us. Can we fly to the moon? No, we're restricted. Okay. But are we restricted with this bhakti? No, actually, I can only take as much as I can take. It was full. Krishna said, hey, eat as much as you want. I can only eat so much, and then I have to, okay, let's say. Even chanting. I can only chant, it's so much ecstasy, so much happiness. I had okay, my plate is full now. Rest. Can't concentrate anymore even, it's just amazing. This is where to be. You want to be free, man. Be free in your soul. Free. Let's come here and we'll free your soul. That's our work here, is to free people's soul, soul winning, bring it back to unrestricted enjoyment in Krishna, unlimited bliss in the Lord. See, the Lord's transcendental form. Good. Unrestricted, carefree, and free of all cares. When you're worshiping the Lord with feeling, awakening, this devotion, all cares just go bye-bye. Gone, down the drain. See, this is pure devotional service. The Lord wants to give this gift here. Yeah, you want that? You want to be carefree? You think it's only for Krishna? Oh, yeah, so nice. He's carefree. Prabhupada's carefree. And you're going to just see, we're so used to being peons. Maya's made us a peon. Religionists have made us, gurus and sannyasis and ministers and popes have always made us peons. Where is there a Jesus where he means it? My Father's pleasure is to give you the kingdom of God. Where's that? It's only in the liberators and those who are given that to give to others. Yeah. Unrestricted, carefree, enjoyer of Ras. See, our freedom is in enjoying transcendental Ras. Otherwise, we're forced to enjoy this world here. So easy, isn't it? But so much misery and pain, suffering and birth after birth, attachment here. Only nothing but inauspiciousness in this world by enjoying this Ras here. And the Lord says, oh, you have to give up all that, just be, enjoy the world befittingly, but taste this. Taste this. Come on, man. Where can you taste it? Only where those who are tasting it. How else can you even know about Ras? Only until Rasa, yeah, Radhi in your mind. But where can you see kinetically, bodily devotees tasting and just the Rasas all over their face, man, dripping. The eyes are like conchs, pouring out the offerings of water to the deity. Hey, where's that temple rocking and rolling in this world? See? That's what we're going to learn. You need an experienced devotees, man. Tasting Ras, man, and wild. You like wild berries. You like wild berry juice? Yeah. It's great glorification. This is spontaneous devotional service. The Lord wants to give you guys this. Unless, all right, if you don't want to accept this, you don't accept ecstatic love, you don't want this freedom, you don't want this carefreeness, oh, you don't want this unrestricted, oh, well, then go out there and serve those gurus. Serve them, man. Go ahead, man. Follow all those rules and regulations and work. If you don't want to become like Lalita Ganga with a big smile on your face, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, enjoying Ras, just like the Lord. The Lord came to give his happiness that he enjoys to us also. We become empowered little Krishnas playing flute. That's what I say this morning. You've shown me how to play the flute. I love it, man. It's a great instrument. I never had any idea he was going to show me how to play flutes. I didn't know that was part of the thing. Part of the package deal with Krishna and Radha. Yeah. You want it doesn't have even sound good to you guys out there? Or are you so used to being in prison, and restricted that you like your captors and your captivity there? Are you so dedicated to that's what happens. People, this is the idea. People get under lockdown and in jail so long and being like miserable because of their they say, well, I don't know. I think we should really be faithful to our captors.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome, man. This is in religion. You religionists, you guys, you in Vaishnavas out there, are you in Stockholm syndrome? You want to be free. Can you see people are carefree here? You see, I say what I want. I even use the F word. I haven't lost one person yet. Well, maybe some of you newbies maybe will go. But see, this is, just if something comes out, it's still unrestricted, carefree. Why? Because we got the truth, man. People can see with their own eyes that we got Radha and Krishna dancing in our midst. Ooh, knock on wood. It's an American thing. Not supposed to say how fortunate you are, because they might go. Nah, I ain't gonna go. I won't let you, man. We bound you in our heart with ropes of I can't live without you. They like that, Oh, they can't live without us, so gotta satisfy them. Boy, great sentence, huh? See, Shamasundra, the unrestricted, carefree enjoyer of Ras. Come on, man. The only way you can become like that is you have to be awakened. Your spiritual body has to be awakened. Otherwise, you don't know these things. How can you enjoy this subtle? The name is just a name. We're so used to saying names that give us no spiritual feeling, But the name of Krishna, when you're awakened, is very attractive. Oh my God, Radha, Krishna. Oh my God, Lord Chaitanya. All these wonderful names, and we're free in that Ras. By tasting that Ras is freedom, man. You actually want to do it, man. Here in the world, well, I don't want to do this, so I'll just do it because I'm supposed to. See, supposed to, have to, must. This is a mantra in the world. Supposed to, have to, must. See, this is a forced. See, that's Vaidhi even, religion. You must fast. You got to do that. You must. And then the guilt comes and all that stuff. Anyway, the Lord wants to give freedom to people, but you got to taste Ras. And the only real practical possibility to do that is you got to go to the devotees who have that gift, and then they pay it forward to you. There's no other real way. That is all here. Where else is it? Notice where are people tasting the Ras? Where can you see they're tasting the Ras? Because if they're not showing it and they're not tasting it and showing it, it's not available. You don't even know what it is, even as a disciple of one of these two. Oh yeah, we have it. We're tasting it, and you're definitely not going to taste because you don't know what it is. They don't even show it. They don't show that they're an experienced devotee, that they have that grace, that gift. How can you say that you have a gift if you never use it, or you never show that you've got the gift to others? You know, it doesn't even make sense. It's like, yeah, we have the gift. It's all wrapped up under the Christmas tree. Yeah, you see, we got the gift. This is what it's done in Vaishnava. Yeah, we got the gift. See, we got this prema. It's all wrapped in the box. Yeah, see the box. Look at the box. Isn't it nice? Yeah, I got it. Yeah. And you guys never even understand. Well, the box has never been opened. What did Lord Chaitanya do in essence? He opened the box. He opened Vrindavan and showed those loving relationships to the world and said, you can also. Here's the gift. Here's the Bhakti Lata Bij, the attraction to worship God like that. Okay, now water that with hearing, chanting, remembering, and sadhu sangha, and it'll grow more and more. You rest. So, disguised himself as a young female, a young woman of heart-stealing beauty. See? And went to the courtyard of Srimati Radhika. Disguised himself as a young woman of heart-stealing beauty. That's what, that's Krishna. Radha is actually Krishna, disguised himself as Radha. Extreme attraction for himself. Yeah. And she steals the hearts, and she steals our hearts. Yeah. Where's your happiness once you get a little taste of Radha's love? And there's no other happiness. Oh, you just yearn for it forever. More and more. Yeah. I mean, Krishna's yearning for it. Why shouldn't we? We're like these little Krishnas in this world. The Lord came here to teach us how to always desire this bhakti, this devotion, because this reveals the truth about Krishna. Otherwise, nobody knows. It's a big mystery. Bhakti reveals it. Yeah. That's why if you don't accept this path, how are you going to understand Krishna? I mean, how many people out there really want to know Krishna? Well, only with the bhakti you see here can you know something about Krishna really deeply. You know what he likes here. He likes this. He likes to be with people like this. Otherwise, he stays at a distance because you stay at a distance. See, reciprocal affairs. Oh, when you come close to the ecstatic devotees, he comes close. How close do you want to be with Krishna? See, that's the test. That's the proof. That's why the jewels come here who want that closeness, because closeness is here. Go ahead.
It's so special and so unbelievable and so miraculous what's happening here. And you can't imagine that this happens in other places as well. They need to convince me, really, because it's so miraculous, really.
It hasn't, yeah. And if it is, great, wonderful. You found a path. If it doesn't have these what we teach here, it doesn't have these symptoms, symptoms, then it's not there. It's it says we're teaching how to get this bhakti. Nobody knows except the devotees who have this intimacy, and so that's the mercy of the associates of the Lord, is to share this with the world so they can become happy, be free in this ras. If you don't taste this Ross, you're in jail, more or less in jail. These people are in jail. They're tasting the Ross. Look at the miserable Ross they're tasting. I mean, it's miserable. It really is. It get people more and more miserable. They get up these people on Facebook every day, and they go, well, the world's cracking up, man. And look what the demons are doing. Complaining, and these other people are laughing. Yeah, we're doing this. We're going to make it worse. These guys, the demons are enjoying this, burning up. All our forests are burning up because, we got the satellites. We just put a little spark here and a spark there and burn it up. Let everybody breathe all the bullshit we've put into the trees. They get off on this is our sacrifice to Lucifer. And then they got the good people fighting this. How dare they do this and that? They're all focusing on that. Misery. It's a Ross. Both are getting off on it. They get their happiness from that. And that is not happiness at all. Just looking at it just makes you miserable. It's all the pastimes of the Lord, and this is his pastimes in Maya, illusion, very painful, nothing filled with more and more inauspiciousness and misery. Look at how auspicious this is. Oh my God. In the midst of this battle here going on of good and evil, that's what it is. Good and evil is just that where, they do this periodically. And then the Lord wants to show you the way out. This is the way out for you people in the world. This is where freedom is. Transcend this. Really, I mean, there's no other way to do it. Because that's all that's available is this fight. Which side you take a stand? Which side do you want to be on? You want to be fighting for the good, or you want to be fighting for the bad? That's what people have done. They've taken their stands. Those people, they're coming out and saying, now we're showing you now we've taken our stand. They go out like the entertainers. They're all doing this practically. You can look, Lady Gaga, all doing it. Say, yeah, we're fighting for the evil, where we think evil is good. That's what they do. And then the good people are saying, you see, and they're more, on the side of good. So the good and evil, but they're both parties are in fear of each other. Nobody can transcend it. Except, you notice we do? Where's the fear? I don't fear the demigods or the demons. I don't fear the gurus. I don't, hey man, if you haven't realized Krishna, you're nothing to me. If you don't have devotion to Krishna, I don't care about, especially now. I'm here to, to free you if you want, or your disciples or anybody. We're here to take people back home to Godhead and out of this, whoever wants to go. This is where freedom is. You got to taste this, the chanting of the holy name in great ecstatic devotion, man. That's where freedom is. That's where you want to be carefree. I know I couldn't be unless I was tasting this nectar. This nectar is the best thing I've ever found in this world in my whole lifetime, is to chant Hare Krishna and taste the nectar in the holy name. And if you guys out there, you guys in ISKCON or Gaudiya Smita Gaudiya Ma have a problem with what we're doing here, you're fool number one. If you're not like desiring, this is where it's available, because we're drinking it, and you think there's some problem with this, you're more or less crazy. I mean, this is where it's all about. You don't know Krishna. You don't know who you're worshiping. We do because of tasting this Ras. Where, you could see the qualities of when Krishna he's carefree because he's tasting Ras. You see devotees here tasting Ras and they smile. Where do you see a smile like you see in Lalita? Tell me, where? Show me. Does Acharya Dev ever smile like that? How about Japa Bhakti? Does he smile like that? No, because they don't taste Ras. Is that too honest? Is that too unhumble to tell people, the world, the truth? So that people can be liberated, not spend another 40 years following people who don't taste transcendental ecstasy? Who else is going to help those guys? They can't help themselves. They don't know how to help themselves. And how can they help their disciples understand what real Krishna consciousness is? Yeah, I really want people to get it. So this is my sacrifice, just the truth. Tell the world the truth. Show them the truth. Show them what, hey man, can you see what's going on in the book going on here? Yeah. Or do you like to be in the etiquettes, of where there's still lies in the etiquettes? Lord Chaitanya was lying to people, when he was not giving them the mercy, like Ramachandra Puri. Oh, I'm just like a foolish boy, and you're teaching me. And Ramachandra thought, oh, I'm so smart. And then he goes away the same as he was. But then Lord Chaitanya chastised him like I chastise a lot of these gurus even. And they became pure devotees like Devananda Pandit. See, people don't know why I do what I do, but I don't care. And the whole thing is to get the job done. People think they know what offenses are. I just take down fences. That's all I'm here to do. Fences? No, we take down the fence. Take down illusion. Take it down, man. To show you why it only very, very rarely do you get such a guru who can really speak such truth that'll blow your mind, blow out all your ideas that you thought were real. We just got to play the part, man. Otherwise, you got to see, you got such a situation. By their word, ignorance is destroyed. Oh, well, if you don't destroy ignorance, even though you may not like it because you believe it's real, you believe these persons who don't have pure love of God are your gurus and are going to take you to Vrindavan, and I tell you they're not, and show you why they're not, and prove it by the books. Oh boy, I think that's by their word, ignorance is destroyed. Krishna must be using that fool, huh? Watch out when we chant Hare Krishna, you get really wild with your talk. Loose lips sinks Maya's ships. See, you drink alcohol, you get dull and stupid. Here, you drink the holy name, you get smart and sharp and like a cannonball, and just knock Maya's ships down.
Makes you tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth for us, and God is helping me.
That's good. Yeah.
The potency here. Read this, Tom.
I'm not
like what we say, but you can't say this ain't a great show.
We are taking the fences off of them. Off fences. We are taking the fences off of them.
Yeah.
Amonarayan Das. The potency here is because Guru. Our dear Jason Connell got away from gang with machete, because he support here does some service favorable.
All right, good. Krishna protected him. Here we go. Read this one.
Freddie Boutsen. Sympathy for your abductor is known as the Stockholm Syndrome. Now we are abducted by Guru and Krishna, Vrindavan abductors.
Yeah, so if you have sympathy here, that's good. This is good for you. Yeah, sympathy for your abductors. Everybody's been abducted by Maya, more or less, even in religion. You're still a captive. See, that Lord showed this in his pastimes when he came from Vrindavan. See, what does Vrindavan represent? Ecstatic worship of the Radha and Krishna. Devotees are ecstatic, so at a certain point, Mathura was oppressed by Kamsa, hypocritical devotional servant. He thought, I'm a religious man. He was acting like many sannyasis and gurus may. There are many like that. We're religious, but in their heart, it's really materialistic. They're really in it for the money and other things, and then adoration, all that. See, so there's oppression there because they can only rule by rules and regulations and enforcement. See, enforcement, because nobody really wants, but a lot of people are afraid of hell. You know, and the scriptures are saying like this, and they take the scripture and say, you see, you're going to hell unless you follow the rules. And you must follow us because we're gurus. You have to follow us. You must. I mean, a person might be qualified, might be like Prabhupada, and teaching Vaidhi like Moses, Prabhupada. You know, they were, you know, empowered and ordered by the Lord to do that, to get things, Bhakti Siddhanta, teach this. And those, but see, many people that were following the rules, they didn't like it per se, or they wanted to use that. You know, a lot of them followed in name only for a while, and then they, you know, were just pretending to follow. I mean, come on, man. Prabhupada once said about his godbrothers, he said, at least one followed the rules. He said that. You could look in the thing. At least one of them was following the rules. In other words, maybe many of them weren't. But I don't want to get into that. It's not about, well, they don't follow, because I don't follow all the rules. You know, I you know, probably worse than a lot of those guys on that level. Okay? But the whole thing is, if they could have received like the teaching that we're receiving here, then you can become carefree about these things. And because you're tasting Ras, you see, you got to come up to that quality. I just read there. See, he's the unrestricted. First of all, he's unrestricted because he tastes Ras. You're not obligated to strictly follow the rules. You definitely have to follow some rules. Why not? Following some rules helps keep the body healthy. Regulation is important. You know, some regulation needs to be there for the bodies because it works on a rhythm. It works, you know, like in a like a ritual type thing. You know, you feed it at a certain time, everything, and things go on nicely. So, hey, man, you know. Same thing, regular sleep, and regular worship, even, especially actually regular sleep, so you can have regular worship. Some of the devotees here, they need more sleep. You know, they should sleep more. What is this thing? They get kind of out of, you know, you should get that together. That's why people, some of them can't even watch the class, you know, and focus. They're probably not sleeping right. They need to be regularly eating, regular sleeping, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, I do it. Why not? So I follow rules, but, you know, I don't have to strictly follow everything. Why? Because, you know, I don't get purified by by rule following. Get purified by tasting Ras, man. This is so much easier, more freedom in that. See, and then when the body is finished, you're like Narada Muni. Why not? Because he's tasting Ras. We're tasting Ras. He's tasting Ras. Isn't that we get an idea of what it's like. Look, you can go anywhere. People here, you come to the point of tasting this Ras, you can go anywhere. When the body drops, freedom. Because now you know what is real. The Lord trusts you. Oh, okay, you know it's real. Here, I'll send you to the heavenly planets where they're really enjoying everything. You go and you look at that, and you think, okay, well, that's nice, but it's not like this. This is unique, man. Bhakti Ras, man. You know, anybody coming here having faith in what we're doing here, even if you go away, you're very fortunate. You've seen what is very rare to see. You know how many unlimited distractions there are in this material universe? Trying to keep you away from seeing this. That's why people, you know, they're lucky. You go on Sankirtan and they see you chanting a holy name with bliss and ecstasy. Oh, they're very fortunate. They don't always get to see that. Yeah. Go ahead.
So
what?
You are instructive guru. So you also give instructions. And they are very clear.
Yeah. I'm just doing the job, I guess, you know. I just say whatever comes to mind, Krishna's mind. It's not even my mind anymore, you know.
Yeah. The instructions are about symptoms. Yeah, the symptoms is also qualities, and there are also ropes. We can hold on to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's truth. It's the truth. It shows you the way. These things are just pointing the way. They're very subtle. Who's pointing the way? Who's saying, see, unless you are tasting Ross, you can't see these things. I can't relate because I see, oh yeah, carefree. I can relate to that, man, because that's the way I am. I feel very carefree. Yeah. Unrestricted, carefree enjoyer of trans. Yeah, I love transit. Don't you, Lolita? Don't you love Ross? Isn't that the real food, man? Soul food. Yeah. See, so you can relate to this stuff. So I look at this and I just comment on it, make it clear. Say, yeah, this is where it's at. You see, right here. Yeah. Carefree enjoyer of Ross. Great word. Okay. So previously on the night of the Rasa dance on the banks of the river Kalindi, Sri Shamasundar had accepted defeat in the midst of the gopis. At that time, he had told them, I am not able to repay my debt to you all. Now, see, because he accepted defeat at the hands of the gopis. Why? Because they love him. They have love for him. It's the only way to defeat Krishna is devotion. Remember the 2 fingers too short? It was only Mother Yashoda's devotion that he agreed to be. He just surrendered. Oh, okay, devotion, surrender. Yeah. And so that's the way out is, see, the Lord came and surrendered to Ras. He said, I came here to accept the path of ecstatic love. See, he came, he accepted it from his guru. See, he surrendered to that. Having a guru means surrendering to guru, right? Basically, the idea is surrender to their ideas, surrender to their feeling. So he accepted the path of ecstatic love. See, so that's how you get it, is when it's available, when it's on the shelf being sold, as it is here, those who accept this path, oh, wow, this ecstasy, I'll take this, yeah. It's like a shop. This is a supermarket here. Oh, yeah, I'll take this ecstatic devotion. It's the only thing on the shelf. Everywhere you look is ecstatic devotion. You notice everywhere I look in the verses, ecstatic devotion, ecstatic devotion. It's the only thing on the shelf. It's the only thing good. It's the only thing that's all in all. See, everything else, you have to have this and you have to have, but ecstatic devotional service, everything is in there. All the variety is in there. So, hey, man, everywhere you look, you're going with your basket and you're looking for this or that, and all you see is ecstatic devotion, ecstatic. There's all varieties in that. What?
It's a big package.
Big package, man. Everything is inside it. It's like Mother Yashoda looked in Krishna's mouth and saw everything in there. That's what we're doing. We look inside of Krishna's mouth, and everything is in there. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. The gopis. Okay. I am unable to repay my debt to you all. That's why, we feel that way too, don't we? We feel, oh, wow, I got bhakti, man. I'm so fortunate. Oh, thank you, Gurudev. So happy, man, that you've awakened this in me. Oh, Krishna, thank you, Radha, coming every day, giving me happiness. Oh, you've given me real life. Yeah. Isn't that, this is a liberated condition here. You come here, you're associating with real, genuine sadhu sangha, not wannabes, not imitators, not replicas, the external, where there's nothing inside yet. Here you see the juice is inside and coming outside, exuding out. Yeah. So, now he was absorbed in the same mood of loving attachment. He had conveyed with those words. See, loving attachment, he was absorbed in that he conveyed with those words. See, this is the path. See, he was all doing like this. He was conveying these are his words. The same thing here. These are his words coming through his devotees, and they become absorbed in those words, in the feeling of that, loving it down, that word, that realization, that understanding. Yeah. See, that he had conveyed with those. That's why the devotees are saying words all the time. See, they become absorbed in that mood of those words, the feeling of those words. There's a feeling, there's an action of those words. See, I am indebted to you. There's no way I can repay you, my devotees. See, he became absorbed in those words. The devotees become absorbed. That's why we repeat them. Become absorbed in the feeling of those words.
Rasa words.
Rasa words, yeah. Pure words. To do with the soul. This has to do with the soul, not the material body. That's why people are talking about words of the material bodies. See, the body, the material earth, the material mind. And nothing to do with the soul, so they're not awake. They need to hear these words of life. Okay? These are words of real life. See, now rasa is the rule. See? I'm rule. I mean, devotees who taste this rasa, it's like, okay, what does ruling mean? What is my rule? Yes, tasting this nectar. And the Lord says, yeah, you see the freedom in that? Yeah, I certainly do, man. Yeah, more. I see the purification in that. I see the inspiration in that. I see everything in that. Anything I would want is in that, tasting that rasa. I see the plan in that. The plans, spontaneous plans happen. Everything, whatever is needed is in that, tasting that. That's why, the Vrindavan is represented by devotees playing with Krishna. See, they're tasting rasa. That's why they're playing, and everything gets accomplished. Ye must become like little. Why do you think Jesus said that? You must become like little children to enter the kingdom. It's like that. You're playing with Krishna. It's so simple. See? Everything is reduced to utter simplicity, but it's so profound too. What is more profound than tasting ras? Read this, Tom.
Krishna. Amon Narayan Das. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 10. Even the worst sinners and social outcasts are purified just by hearing about or seeing personalities like you. Imagine then how purified they become by directly speaking with you.
Yeah. So you see, this is the method. That's why I say I have no judgment about people who come here. Whoever comes, I'm the thing. Are you a saint? Are you a sinner? Do you follow rules? Would you eat this? Do you don't eat that? No. Do you just come here? Do you come and speak with us? That's it, man. Everything is reduced to utter simplicity here. Everything becomes simple. Your life becomes very simple. You're all the complications of the material energy becomes simplified. Oh yeah, this is Maya. This is Maya. This is the truth. Everything's simple, very clear, because it's all pointed out. Everything's complicated because of what? Mental speculation. Trying to figure it out with the material mind, which you can't do. You have to hear this in disciplic line. See, you got to get this potency to taste, and then you can collect these valuable jewels. See, this is a valuable jewel here, which you just read. That's why I love people putting up the verses of these valuable jewels. We can collect them, see, and then chew them and share them, and explain them, relish them. See, this is the path, man. You know, if that's the kind of devotee you have to find. People become purified because those persons can taste this transcendental ras. They can relish the ecstasy of communion with the transcendental Lord, the pure one, the spotlessly pure one. And you go and talk to people like that, your life is got the best blessing you could ever have. You can go talk to Trump 1,000,000 times, or Biden, or all these important gurus, so-called important gurus, and teachers, and popes, and I guarantee you that 99.9% of them can't taste this ras. See, and can't get the same value of coming to a devotee one time who can taste their personal relationship with God, and you can actually see their actual spiritual masters. You become a spiritual master when you can taste this ras deeply and become purified by that deeply. So, Prabhupada came to me in 1996. What was I doing? I wasn't thinking about being guru. I was just tasting it. It was so good, man. It was so good to commune with God and just cry and laugh and all these things. Oh, I was just wandering around India. I didn't think of it. It wasn't even on my mind. I was just totally infatuated with this. And then Prabhupada came, because people started to come naturally, let's hear about the Leela. And then they start getting this, and Prabhupada said, yeah, okay, now do this. That's being guru. You taste this ras, and you help others taste this. That's your job now. I have no other work here, because if you can come to the point of tasting this ras, you're a liberated soul. The more your taste for the pastimes of the Lord and his service, the more liberated you are. Even at the point of taste, you may have still some of the obstacles. Doesn't matter, because now you know what is real, and you're attracted. See, and so this is the Prabhupada called that the Majjhim position. You have taste and love for Krishna. There's attachment. You start to love you love his names and his pastimes, his devotees. Yeah. Hey, man, that's the safe position. Prabhupada always said that's Majjhim Adhikari's safe position. You're not safe, neophytes. If you just, haven't got this transcendental taste for the name, the pastimes, and the qualities of the Lord, you just kind of do it in name only, or for some ulterior motive, other than just it's your life. It's, devotees, they all feel that. Devotees say, Lord Chaitanya, love of Krishna, love of God is my life and soul. I have no other life than your soul is awakened to its relationship with the Lord. See, these are just different varieties of ways of loving God. It's, of exchanging relations, relating. Yeah, it's kind of like in the world, you're relating in different ways, right? Well, you have this with God, and so we do it by like this, sadhu sangha, or on our own chanting or whatever activities. It's always searching for Krishna, communing with Krishna, searching for, looking for him. Where's Krishna? Where's Krishna? Where's Radha? Where's Radha? Where are they? And then they come. Yeah, okay, let's hang out. He disguised himself as a lovely young lady. These are the moods of the lover, Nayaka, and the beloved, Nayaka. They are specifically described in Prema Samput. Okay. When Vishnu Banu Srimati Radhika saw this charming young woman in the distance, she addressed her, dear friend, Sri Lalita, O Saki, Lalita, look, who is this beautiful young woman adorned with astonishing ornaments? The glow of her lotus-like face rebukes the luster of lotus flowers, and the radiance of her Shama-complexioned body illuminates our courtyard. Our whole house appears to be decorated with sapphires. Save that. We'll circle back to that. That's good stuff, but I want to... So, read that again, Sriman.
Even the worst sinners and social outcasts. This one?
Yeah.
Even the worst sinners and social outcasts are purified just by hearing about or seeing personalities like you. Imagine then how purified they become by directly speaking with you.
Yeah, people are usually, they're hearing about, this is the guy, people in the modes of nature, they think about the forefathers. They hear about the forefathers and they develop strength. They get strength from that. That's why in this time now, the demons want to destroy the forefathers in history, or they rewrite history because they don't want us to get our strength. Because the demigod, good people get their strength from role models, from bygone. So they get their strength. So those who worship the forefathers go to the forefathers. That's a mode of goodness usually. So the demons, they want to destroy that and set their principles up, which is, the ignorant stuff. And, all this it's all it does is hell. They want hell on earth. I mean, so they want to put those principles, this is it. All these, you see these weird people coming up and they're saying this is normal. They want everything that is in the mode of dark ignorance as normal. That's why they're destroying history. So, because the good people, they worship the forefathers, like Socrates and all. They want to destroy all of that. All the history of fighting for liberty and stuff like that. Because you got to fight for liberty. To be free bodily, you got to fight. For it, because people are always corrupted. The modes are always fighting. They want to conquer. So there's always this fight going. So they're destroying. So they get life from that. So that's why Krishna Bhagavad Gita said those who worship the forefathers go to the forefathers. That's why people are fighting to keep our history. Don't knock down the statues and all that stuff. They want to keep the history. So, but they're the ones still going to go to their forefathers because they're, good people, and they get their strength from the forefathers and their good deeds and stuff like that. But then Krishna says, those who worship me, come to me. We're drawing strength from history also. But what is the history of? These persons. These persons talking about and so everybody, even the worst sinners, really become purified. So Arjuna said, this isn't fair, Krishna. People are doing the same energy to worship the forefathers, worship the demigods, worship the demons, and their result is inferior. And those who put the same energy or even less to worshiping you, they get such a fantastic result. So Krishna says, what do you mean unfair? I'm telling them this is you get this result doing this. I'm trying to help them. Do you find it valuable worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his real devotees who have a relationship with him? Because if you discover that is the greatest value, that is greatest purification, then just do it. Otherwise, you're doing these other things. So all I can do is try to instruct, just like I'm doing right now. Hey, man, you can still worship these gurus. You can still worship motivated leaders and all that, but you're going to get the result. It's still, unless they're worshiping, they're like this, they're tasting this transcendental ras, you're not going to get the same result. Maybe later on when you figure out, when you listen to this preaching, because you listen to this preaching, you're understanding real Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise not. They can't teach it to you unless they can taste the ras of this relationship like Arjuna was tasting with Krishna. Tasting this bhakti ras, you cannot give the same result to others as a person who does. That's why you see Arjuna was a liberated soul. He had the association of Krishna because he could taste the ras of it. He could taste the happiness of having such a friend like Krishna. Therefore, he can taste his words. That's why people hear if you develop love for the devotees, especially love for Guru, because you just love being, then you can taste the nectar of what I'm saying here. Otherwise, not. Look at how many people don't. Look at how many people come here and they just come and they drop in and say, I don't like that, and they go away. But you guys seem to like it, right? Why? Because you're following the real process. See, you're my friends and my disciples, right? So therefore, that's the end. That's the key. Not everybody liked what Jesus said. Some people hated what he said. But those were his friend and his disciples. They could do it. See, it's always the same thing, same teaching. See, you have the same opportunity now. When people start to realize what's going on here, man, you're going to do backflips. This is what you're reading about in the book is you're inside of your own personal experience now. How many people get such an opportunity? That's why Prabhupada said it's not in every life you get such a guru. He's talking about with this kind of situation. Because just like Jesus said, even the bygone saints, and sages were desiring to hear what you are hearing now, but could not hear it because it wasn't revealed. Okay. And that's the same. It's always the same. You notice there are things you're hearing here. Where do you read it in the book? It's in the book, but we build on that foundation and go inside and practical. Where do you hear words that liberate so many people like this? Look at people coming here and getting liberated, getting pure devotion that these people, only many lifetimes before prema. And you see prema manifesting here. Must be a lot of spiritual potency here. Yeah. See, so that's the kind of situation. See, with that situation you see right there, you're reading about is here also. Why? You see the same symbol. You see, well, God, I could see this. He's just kind of hinting at that. He's not saying, but when you're in that situation and you're listening, you get this same love of God awakens, love for the transcendental Lord. That's why the Lord said that's real purification. People are going through that. That shows you that situation is here right now, not just in the book and reading about, maybe some lifetime I'll get to be able to hear from somebody like that, because your gurus certainly aren't like that and getting these results. Proof is in the pudding, in the witnesses. See, you could say all you want and how great you are, or your disciples say, how great you are. Yeah, but what did you get? What kind of spiritual power is manifesting there in your teachings, in your words? See, okay, you can bullshit yourself and your neophyte disciples and the world. But Krishna and the devotees know, because they see these verses. They can collect these valuable jewels. I'm just teaching people how to collect valuable jewels. That's all. When you start to see this is the real treasure, man, that's it, man. This is the real gold, man. I wouldn't trade this in for any of that. I got some silver here, and I sit there and try and play. I can't get any ras from it. It's just a piece of metal. Krishna spoiled me. I probably in some lifetime used to enjoy, wow, this is silver. Wow, it's so shiny. Krishna is such a rascal. He spoiled my fun, where I used to be able to enjoy all that, just, this metal, shiny metal.
He shows you something more.
This is the shiny metal. This is shine. This really shines, man. This is the real wealth, man. Yeah. Bill Gates, man, you don't know what you're missing. All that bill, that's why he's never satisfied. More billions he gets, he wants more. He's addicted. Wants more power. He's not. God, can you imagine? He has so much power already over things and people and his servants and all. It's not enough. Never enough, man. God, and going to, you got to store all that wealth and everything. Here, it's already stored. My wealth is always accessible. I just dip into it. Isn't it right, Lily? It's right there, accessible now. The kingdom of God is within and at hand. It's accessible for a devotee. Hey, man, anybody want that wealth? Anybody out there see the real wealth yet? If not, we'll keep talking about it. We'll keep relishing it, tasting it every day before you. We'll keep eating this feast right before your face until you guys get hungry. You're just not hungry enough. You're on a fast, still fasting. We're feasting, you're fasting out there in the big movements of ISKCON and all. You're fasting still. You're feasting on ceremonies, ceremonies and rituals and mandates. See, mandates. So the same thing, man. You must do this. You want to feast. This is the feast, man. Feasting on collecting the valuable jewelry here and wearing it. See, this is wearing it. Yeah, after a while, people start waking up because this is real, man. This is the truth. It's more powerful than the illusion. That's why we've won. I look at what's going on. It looks so empty. After a while, after people see what real life is, they're going to go for it. How would you like to be this free? Carefree, happy at heart. You you own. See, people are trying to see. You can't own this money. Bill Gates, you can't own it. You're gonna die. You can't take it with you. Yeah, I own Radha and Krishna. I'll tell you right now, I own them. They're mine forever. But that can be for you because we're here to, make you owners also. We're here to transfer property. Did you know? Hey, man. I'm not gonna. Well, I own Radha and Krishna. Too bad about you peons out there. No, we're here. You can own them too. That's how it works. Isn't it great? Win-win. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yeah, it's not about possessing. It's about coming into this company. That's more.
It's all about possession. What are you talking about? Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, but that's material things. It's not about material things. The main thing is to come in this company, to be accompanied.
But this is where real possession is.
Yeah.
This is
That's
the only
real possession.
Yeah. See, Krishna, his Maya, we can never possess. You know why? Because we're soul, we're spirits. So this stuff is all the body. The whole universe is all the body, man. Material body, mind, intelligence, all that's material. You can never possess it. You always have it, always goes away. But the soul, Krishna, we're soul, we're spirit, and Krishna's the supreme spirit. Possessing. So the Lord has come here. When you come in the real line here, you come in the real line, the Lord gives himself and you possess him for possession. See? And that's Radha and Krishna, devotion to Krishna. It's remains with you eternally. So people could say, oh, go ahead. What?
The more you possess him, the more you become carefree out of complete deep trust and faith in him.
Yeah.
He won't leave you anymore because those realizations are getting stronger and stronger, and you possess him deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah,
That's
you keep those. That's another thing. You never forget. See, all this other stuff you forget. You even forget your own family. You ever see people get Alzheimer's? Who are you? Can you imagine you're a family member and they come, who are you? Forgetting your family member. This is Krishna showing you. Even before you leave the body, sometimes you see everybody forgets everything. Even they forget you and you've had a relationship. Oh, who are you? I don't remember. But Krishna and Radha, you never forget because it's to do with the spirit. This is why you see the spirit forgets our body. See, we forget all of this and we take another body. Like Krishna said to Arjuna, I remember everything, but you forgot all. Usually Krishna can let you remember past life if he wants. It's all, it's a miracle. He's a miracle person. So, but generally people forget. Most of us don't remember what we were, right? We forget all that. This is about it. But what we remember? Krishna, especially when we're reminded. Like as soon as I got the glorification of Jesus and his qualities and everything, I said, I knew this. I knew this person. I know this person is true. And I felt the same thing with Prabhupada, and boom, right there in the spirit, awakened. See, that is always there, just waiting to be reminded. But our past lives, yeah. 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 Amazing stuff. Yeah. Hi, what's your name? Gaur Hari Das. What's your name? Yeah, let's actually.
That's what Krishna also say, remember me, because he shows up in this memory. He always shows up.
Yeah, because it's transcendental. This knowledge is forever, man. These are truths. They're always eternal truths. His devotees are the only real thing in this world. Krishna, Lord Chaitanya quoted a verse from Bhagavatam. See, these are all real things. He said these are real conceptions. He said only my devotees are real, and the devotees of my devotees are real. Like, you don't have to be perfect. If you're just really from your heart, you feel yourself. This is my guru. I'm a devotee of a devotee. See, even the gurus think. I mean, I'm thinking. I may not have a living guru in this life, but I'm always thinking I'm a devotee of all the devotees. I'm a devotee of Rupa Goswami. I'm a devotee of Prabhupada. See, the training is to understand this conception. And it starts with a real guru. Because if the Lord gives you a real guru and they awaken you and you're not a devotee of them, and see that really clearly, then you're still an illusion. This is why people who leave here, they get the gift and then they don't understand it. They don't appreciate it yet. And then, so anyway, they go out for more experience. See, because it's all about becoming a devotee of a devotee. If you're not, and that starts with guru. If you at some point here, you get all these gifts and you get all this stuff, and Krishna starts to give you a real blessing, and you say, okay, thank you very much. I'll see you later. That's Mayavadi. I've seen it. I even see them when I look on their teachings. They're all like that. I think I got from my guru, I got all this now. I'll see you later. I'm like him. I'm equal. See, they're into this equality thing. They want to be equal with guru and equal with God. They like this equal. Yeah, I'm like God. See, they want to be that. See, it's not like that. The Vaishnava deeper conception is submission to the Lord and his devotees. See, that's how we get it. Without that, we're in this other consciousness, more Mayavadi. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. So there was this question. What is your name? Yes. I like to ask you, what is your food? Meaning, and you already gave the answer. The food is the association. The food is the devotees, the contact.
Yeah. That's good too. That's good.
The word of
So,
God is
so read that, Tom. Let's see. Let's go into deeper with this person. I'm broadcasting on some different platforms here, so they're coming sometimes.
Yeah, the name is like Jenny or something. I would like to ask to a woman
To the
what mom
woman.
and dad
Very good.
represent for you, what mom and dad represent for you, and if she can dedicate a message of love to them, starting with Dear Mom or Dear Dad. Thanks for the answer.
That's an interesting question. So, how would you answer that, Lalita? It's to you.
Mom and Dad. Srimati Radharani is my mother, so she represents. She's the representative of devotional love, so of deep, deep love. So, and my dad is Krishna, and actually. If I want to ask something to her or send a message to her or a question, I would ask her never to leave me because she's my best friend. Never leave me and always keep on teaching me how to love Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, the Christians, they have this, because Jesus taught this is our Father, the Father, and the see in this teaching, the deeper teaching is Krishna starts to become not only your father but your friend. Radha becomes not only your mother but your friend. See, and this is the deeper understanding of the Ras. That's what Jesus said. I have more to tell you, but you can't bear it yet. But anyway, those who can take advantage of this, it's really wonderful because, yeah, fatherly, oh, Father, oh, my Father, that's great, wonderful. But this friendship with Krishna is really looking for this, this, and you can have it all. See, devotees sometimes, they're in the mood. It's all moods. Like Tom was saying, so what mood do I want to wake up? That's exactly how it is. Lord Chaitanya was sometimes relating to Krishna as his father. Oh, Father, oh, my beloved, sometimes, oh, my Father. Different relationships. He even went into his devotees. He would become his devotees, because that's how it is. Basically, that's the intimacy that the Lord has with his advanced devotees, advanced in devotion. He said, oh, this devotee is me, and he relates. Sometimes he acted like Prahlad Maharaj. Sometimes Goddess Durga, he's also that. That's why devotees are friendly with everything. They're not non-envious of even Lucifer or angry at Lucifer and all that. Why? It's the Lord's forms, all of them. Yeah, and the Lord is doing his work. What he's going to accomplish. People, it's just hard for us to understand. He's like this supercomputer, with all kinds of very deep plans, and what he's, and we just hard to fit. But it's a marvel. It's nice. It's perpetual education. I mean, I'm learning stuff all the time. I love it, man. Deep stuff, not just superficial, not just like speculations and no, deep revelation, about what's going on and all these things. Yeah, the essence. I like essence and preaching the essence. I love that, man. I just love it. That's glorification as it is essence. See,
And
like
no
here,
room for hate. There is no room for hate.
yeah.
When you're filled up with the Lord, there is no room for hate.
Yeah. No, it's friendly because the Lord, you become, the Lord is a super soul in everybody and everything. He's in the demons, and he has no animosity towards anybody. Why? Because he's in everybody's heart. Everybody is acting uniformly according to the modes that they're in. They're bewildered by the modes, deluded by the modes. What do you expect? This is the whole thing. It's like Jesus said, I didn't come to judge the world. I came to save it. devotee. I mean, we're here, to save the world. People who identify with the world. Hey, come find out who you are, man. You identify with spirit. You're spirit, man. Identify with the spiritual form of God, man, and the happiness of that. Come be free and ras, man. Tasting the transcendental name and pastimes and form of the Lord. This is the highest path we're teaching here. Yeah, that's why you see, you don't have to do all the rules and regulations. If you just come here and like what we do, there you go. You're like that candidate. You become purified just because you're speaking with real devotees. You're hearing from them. Look at these big gurus and sannyasis and rule followers and strict and all that. They don't even come here. But that's what Krishna wants to show. Oh, yeah, you can go follow your rules and regulations, all that strictly and everything. And look at people who come where his real devotion is being pumped out. Being, like a pumping water into the world. That's how you get the drink. Here, this is like a pump for bhakti. Real bhakti is pumping it right into the world. Hey, this is the real life. The rules, okay, that's fine, man. But in some lifetime, you're going to be attracted to the pump. They're pumping out the real bhakti water, man, that gets you really purified. That's really the only auspiciousness in the world. Yeah, people don't know. They don't understand these things. This is reality here. This is conclusive. How long you go and listen to persons? They could be big gurus and sannyasis and authorities and many people following and everything. But if they don't have this bhakti and they're still speculating, you're not getting a clear picture of the absolute truth. See, here, I read the verse and say total relation. Yeah, this is it. Let me just point this out as it is. See, relation. Yeah, because that's my experience. Yeah. That's how it is. But if it's not your experience, you look at the verses in the Bhagavatam and you give them some other speculative idea. So they're not getting the clear truth. Like that verse previously, 12th canto. See, like this verse, I can relate. You come here enough, you'll also be able to relate. People will talk with you and they'll get an experience that's extraordinary that they don't get in the world. Simply because they talk with you. They will feel it and they will comment. And I've already heard it from them. They said, wow, this is really, I talked with this other guy the other day, me and Janaki. And the guy says, boy, this was really good. I never get to talk to anybody like this. See, he felt good. He felt, he couldn't talk. He couldn't get an experience that he got here anywhere else. Because that's how it is. Because you're getting a different energy here, very different than getting worldly energy of people judging you or with hatred in them or jealousies and all that stuff. Here, we do every day chanting in ecstasy. You don't think that's going to make a difference when you speak to people in this world? Your energy has changed and it's different. And they comment. You ask Govinda, they comment. Anybody out there, talking to people? They feel a difference. Janaki, she went to her friends. Avaiti said, something different about you. God, you look so different, changed. Yeah, I hear it over and over again. See, so I see this. I see it. Yeah. This is what's happening here. It's different. People are really getting purified. The consciousness is moving to another level too. People are all stuck in the good and bad in this world. I'm telling you, man, it's stuck. One guy I talked to the other day, he's in this good and bad. And he says, yeah, I got to take on the suffering of the world and all that. I said, oh, well, you can transcend it, man. We have, I'm not taking on the suffering of the world, man. Any suffering that comes here, people get rid of it, man. If you suffer for a time but then it turns into bliss. Always does. It's just what I've seen over and over again. I've seen the suffering of Lalita. Look at it now, man. I saw the suffering of River. She's getting over it, man. Look, she's smiling a lot more, man. See, it turns into bliss. See, the word always comes because I see it over and over again. Go ahead, Tom. What?
No, I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, okay. All right, let's see what else we got up here. Hare Krishna. What does this say?
Amanarayan Das. Would not rap being here, would not swap being here, hearing today for all the Bitcoin Picassos.
Picasso's, yeah. Yeah, I mean, these things, where's it going to go? You get Bitcoin, you're happy for a while here, and then it disappears. Even disappears in this life, that stuff. Man. People investing in that. One day they're rich, and the next day they're completely poor. It's a complete, it goes way up and then whoop down. That's the world. It can go way up, and then when at the time of death, it goes completely down. And then can you imagine? You come before your creator, and after making lots of money and controlling the world and being important, and oh, Bill Gates, you're so Fauci, oh, you're so great. And a lot of people think he's not so great either. These guys. But anyway, and then you think oh wow, I did all this. I'm coming before my master, Lucifer, whoever your God is. I don't know, probably that. And then you find your reward is, oh, by the way, you didn't really make anything. You really wasted your life. Matter of fact, you got pretty engrossed. So you're going to have to come back here. And I think we're going to switch it on you. This time you're going to be very poor. You're going to have that experience here, being really poor, because you kind of act pretty miserly. Usually my money makes you, oh, and that was only a big show, this thing of looking like a philanthropist. You were doing it for some motive. You wanted more control and more money. Yeah. You did it. Well, I thought I could fool you too. No. You can't fool Yamaraj. He knows what's going on. That's why you can't fool a devotee. You can't fool me, Bill Gates. I know what's going on. And same thing with you, Fauci. I can see it all over your face, man. See, the devotees, they're the like the demigods. They're like Yamaraj. Why not? They see what he sees. I don't see. The Lord gives me a different vision, man. Not like, I don't believe like your followers and your blind believers. The same thing with the gurus, man. I know your real destinations. You don't think the Lord shows me this stuff? That's why I make my comments. I'm trying to help you before you have to find out, when it's too late. Here, there's some time while you're here. Anybody who figures it out here, you can get free of the false ego. Otherwise, you die in your sin of the false ego. Makes you sinful, man. It makes you always against real devotees, because that's how you know. Prabhupada tested his own godbrothers. Anybody who is against him, oh, there you go. That's your real condition. And if you don't rectify that by giving submission to a living devotee when there is world, you die with the false ego, right? You didn't identify what is really spiritual. See, that's the secret. That's why, you get delivered when the real devotee is pumping out that transcendental juice in this world. See, pumping that out. How do you respond to it? Do you want it? Do you like it? Or you go against it? That's your real condition. And the world is all bewildered. The followers, they don't see that. They don't see the real position of their gurus. That's why they can't help them. The gurus themselves don't often see their real positions. So who's going to help them? Yeah. They say, oh, you're not very humble, Gohari. This is, to put it on the line there to help everybody. That's real humbleness. Not to be afraid of losing your reputation and all that, so you can try and save as many as you can. If they don't accept what's going on here and this blunt, clear, no nonsense transmission and teaching and opportunity, well, you missed the boat. And some will and some won't. But we got to put it out there anyway, right? Give them an opportunity. Go ahead there, Tom. Read your own words.
Dr. Tom, I like these words: company, association, relationships, friends on my way, directly speaking to me. Convey is company on the way.
So this is the secret. Relationships. See, if you develop relation here, that's your ship out of this world. This relation is the ship. So who's going to all aboard? Who's coming aboard? Because this is the ship that's you're going to cross the cycle of birth and death. It's here. It's opportunity.
Ark of Noah.
Yeah, this is the ark, man. I like the way. See, this is spontaneous devotional story. Don't have to put a lot of work into building the ark. It's all fun. It's like a shipbuilder who enjoys his work. See, this is kind of very easy. Just we build our ship, sadhu sangha. Come on board. Anybody who comes, just turn on your computer. Don't even have to be physically present. This word is so powerful, it goes right through the airwaves and liberates people. If anybody say, no, you can't do it like that, well, you can't do it like that, but we can, we have, and we do. It's inside our experience here. Anybody who believes these words transmitted over this internet, man, and not blindly, just come and listen and you'll see, wow, this makes more sense than anything I heard out there. There's more power. I never heard anybody speak like this. And you won't. Unless they're also used by Krishna, because then they all say this is the same authority, because it's Krishna using them. But if Krishna's not using you, it's not this style, man. Ooh, not bold like this. No, not authoritative like this. It's always weak, because they don't have their ally. Krishna's like an ally. He's the helper, man. He's the inspirer. He's everything. Radha and Krishna, man. That's the power of devotees. That's why that's the truth, man. You come here, you start to see something really different. And then after a while, you see I'm just here to make you like this. Win-win, man. First time in your life, you'll see it's not worth trying to be, submissive to your captors in this world. What good is that? We're, here to get the power to captivate the captivated, including the captors. Yeah. Read this, Tom. Very profound.
I love Trump. Do you?
No way. I mean, I don't love what his expression, he could be a good guy, but I don't love good people. I don't love the modes. I don't love the mode. My Lord doesn't love the modes. Why should I love the modes? I don't love false ego. I don't love, just sign this check, man, because people will buy this on on eBay for $10,000. I'm so important. I don't love that, man. It's modes of nature, man. False ego. How you love Trump? Well, too bad for you.
This is so much above politics. So much above.
Yeah. No, they say I love devotees who have devotion to God, because that's the only, the spiritual potency is the only lovable. By the way, thank you very much for this, because it's great for our preaching, to get us springboard, to find out the highest truth from illusion. Yeah. See, so the spiritual potency is what we're here to teach. This is the only lovable object. It's actually an objective. See, the spiritual potency is the objective here. It's the only object of real love, man. And that's what we show here. When I chant Hare Krishna, that's my object. Krishna, Radha, Hare, Krishna. See, objective. My pointed right there. See, because this is the object of the awakening of spontaneous love of God. Greatest potency, greatest happiness, greatest purification, great in every way. Love of Trump, then you don't get this result. Why? Because he is not a purified devotee yet. He doesn't have the symptoms. Okay, he's a little empowered politically and this like this, and he says some good things, but I'm not attracted to the good. You can have good gurus too. I mean, there are good gurus out there. I'm not attracted to that either. They got to be the spiritual potency, pumping that juice out into the world. Otherwise, I'm not attracted. I'm trying to help them. To say, hey, man, why are you loving or thinking that you're qualified to bring people to Vrindavan just because you're a good guru, because you have good qualities, because you're austere, renounced, and everything? No. You need more. Even the scriptures say that. Yeah, Krishna says, oh, no. Nobody can attain me by Krishna of Vrindavan, by renunciation, by austerities, and by pious deeds, and by sadhana bhakti of that kind. No, I'm attained by through them, who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. They have my potency. I've given it to them and only them. Hey, this is a monopoly here, and if you're not like that, then you cannot deliver what we deliver. You want to deliver some Brahmins? Great. I'm not interested. We're here to deliver Krishna, the transcendental form of Radha and Krishna, into the hearts of people so they're attracted to the Lord's names deeply and surrendered to that and are liberated eternally, even here in this world. Oh, Lord. Will they hear this message? Yes, they will in due course, my son.
It's not about this material kingdom or the king and president. It's about the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
That's what we are doing here.
Yeah, we hear a higher experience. You know, a lot of Christians say that's why we can really help Christians. A lot of Christians, oh, Trump is our savior. Oh, really? Giving up your say? In other words, you don't know the value of Jesus yet. Well, I'll tell you, man. Trump ain't going to save you. That's why the Lord said it's not powerful enough. Look at him; he can't do much. Does a few more things. People come wave the flags, and nothing happens. Here we may not be able to save your body because bodies comes and goes anyway. But here we can. Your soul can be saved because that's our work. We'll awaken your who you really are, man. Your spirit. That's our work here. You come here, you'll learn to relate spirit to spirits, your spirit to the Supreme Spirit. You'll know these verses, man. You'll understand what is real value, what is real gold in this world. Real gold is to relish these verses and explain them for the benefit of yourself and the world, for your happiness and the happiness of the world. Yeah, people don't hear these explanations. They don't get that association like that verse. And I'll go back to that again. It was so good. I can find it. Let's see that 12th canto verse. This one. See, read that again, Tom. It is so good. It's gold.
Even the worst sinners and social outcasts are purified just by hearing about or seeing personalities like you.
Yeah, people are not hearing about personalities like pure devotees, those who have pure devotion awakened in their hearts. See, they hear about mundane persons or the forefathers. Even you could be a good person. You could be Socrates or somebody. But if you don't have love of God, devotion to the Lord, pure love of God, then you're just a philosopher. That's why I'm not impressed by even philosophers in our Vaishnava movement. Some of them, like there were some God brothers that were real philosophical and people, I'm not impressed. Does he have pure devotion? Does he have ecstatic love? Now, then I'm impressed. Prabhupada did. We know that. The others, who knows? I'm not sure. Hey, this is the whole thing. All the no-shows, and a lot of them were like the no-show, no-show, no-show. At least Lord Prabhupada had it squirt out sometimes. See, unless it's really powerful, you know, sometimes you know it won't squirt out. And here it's so powerful. There's no I could never hold. If I'm gonna, how can I chant? I would have to stop chanting. Literally, I could not. I would, and it would be a miserable experience. If this, what's coming through here, if I had to go, I can't show it, man. What the hell of life is that? I'd have to say, hey, man, let's stop this. What kind of teaching is that? I just forget it, man. Well, let me just go and chant in my room, like Prabhupada or something. Hold this.
They can't hide it because then you're chanting with your mind. If you need to cut your heart in pieces, who's doing that? I can't imagine.
Yeah. It's just, Maya is very tricky. See, a lot of people, they think, oh, I'm impressed by philosophy. I'm only impressed by the simple words of devotees, man. Because they may speak simply, but what they say, oh, wow, does that pack a wallop? Philosophy, oh, this is Krishna, Radha, yeah, very nice. But there's no heart, there's no realization, realize. That's why I'm not impressed, man. You know, where's the devotion? A lot of some of the God brothers had very philosophical, you know, all this. But where's the ecstasy? Where you never see I mean, you know, I'm got to be, hey man, we really got to look at it because it's still doubtful. You may say, oh, he's so great, he's so philosophical, he speaks so nicely and everything, but you never see the ecstatic love, water pouring out of their eyes and holy laughter. Never, not even one friggin' time. But nice philosophy and all that. Sorry, I ain't impressed. You're impressed? It's like this person, in a sense, just a little another level. Oh, well, I really love Trump, man. I love Trump. Yeah. Where do you see water pouring out of his eyes? Does he ever worship God in ecstasy? Does he even speak about God much, or just a few? Well, God, then goes on with politics. And I love that. And I think that in religion too. Oh, I love my guru and everything. He's so philosophical. He gives a great class and everything. Yeah. Yeah, well, do you ever see water pouring out of his eyes, man? Do you ever see this holy laughter? Do you see extraordinary symptoms? Yeah. Do you hear words that make your mind spin? And really, with the words of the scriptures, like you could see that this person is a manifestation of the scriptures. His words are a manifestation of realizing scripture. Do you see that? Or do you even know what that is? Most people don't even know their value. Well, we're here to teach the gold standard, my friends. And you're not interested in gold standard? We'll go out to the other standards. So what? Read this, Pani.
Pani Piri. Oh, this jewel Sangha. Oh, this is jewel Sangha. Bhaktilata is given and nourished.
Yeah, Bhaktilata. It's a bee. It's like a plant. It's a creeper. It's very special. It's called devotion to Krishna. See, there's nothing like it. It's very unique, sublime, rare, comes in the line. The real line. Otherwise, if you don't see Bhaktilata Bij, where people are getting really attracted, what are we doing on like 2 hours talking about Krishna and chanting in ecstasies or feeling enlivened by that and saying, yeah, wow, I really feel nourished here. See?
This is like a tulsi inside of us.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Read this here, Tom.
Janaki Devidasi. Sadhus do not take counsel from political leaders. We take counsel from Guru and Krishna.
Yeah, there's a verse. There's a verse in the Bible, actually, in the Psalms. Blessed are those who don't sit in the counsel of the wicked. See, a lot of wicked people in religion. Wicked, the different levels of everything is wicked in this world, man. Even the mode of goodness. Look at the wickedness of Daksha. He was in the mode of goodness. See, let's look at the books. Oh, these good people are wicked. Well, there's some wickedness still. Look at Indra. He had some wickedness, and it was only the power of Krishna that can purify him. He just said, look at this demigod. Everybody's worshiping you. Yeah, I see the same thing with these religious gurus. Some of them are kind of demigod-likes, but there's some wickedness in there. The wickedness of the false ego. Hey, I want to eradicate. I'm an eradicator. The devotee's an eradicator. There's actually a marvel thing about this guy was an eradicator. He would eradicate people's personality, and there would be something else that would come inside them, some other entity. So we're the same thing. We're eradicators of the false ego. We're eradicators of all the modes of nature, man. This preaching is an eradicating preaching. It's an eradicator, man. It eradicates even the mode of goodness in you and the falsity of it and the envy and jealousy. Hey, man, there's a lot of gurus and sannyasis out there that need some eradication of that false ego. They don't like this preaching, man. They're jealous of it and envious, which is natural. I mean, Daksha had that quality, right? He had that with Shiva, and Jiva eradicated that in him, and he became a pure devotee. Hey, man, that's the style. You notice we got the same style here. Why? Because the same God that was in Shiva and the same power is here also to eradicate even the faults of the mode of goodness of envy, jealousy. That's the last snare of Maya for a lot of you guys out there. And we're after it, man. We're eradicators of that envy, jealousy. That's why we're here, right in your face, man, because that comes out of you, man. And I go, all right, man, he's abnormal. Yeah, man, I'm eradicating that. What are you, abnormal? This is totally normal. This is the new normal. What do you think it's that stuff? What do you call that? New normal? People are a bunch of crazy people in charge, bunch of crazy people following them? No, this is the new normal. Sovereignty for demons, even for you guys. We're going to make this more attractive to even Bill Gates and Fauci. They're going to, why not? They should see, hey, man, this guy's got something. You're darn right we do. Eradicate all the modes of nature inside. Okay? And then fill it with the real entity, Krishna. There's this marvel thing about that. So, but they just see this is Maya, they fill you with another living entity. It is not very nice. You lose who you are. Here, everything's transformed. Who you really are is you're filled with that, and you're filled with that relationship with God forever, man. Now, that's a kind of a good deal, huh? I think we're giving a good deal. Why can't people understand what we're doing here? Yeah, all we're doing is giving good deals, man. We're doing win-wins here. Why do people misunderstand? You can say, I'm after that, man. I'm going to make people, you're going to see how illogical you're thinking out there. You gurus and you followers, you don't like what I say, right? People don't. Why are you criticizing? I'm sorry, man. I want to eradicate all illusion. I want people to think straight. I want people to know what is real. To me, this is the new normal. We're all first fruits of the new normal, man. The new normal is, hey, man, we're free in Bhakti Ras. I see, to me, this is normal. The Lord gives me, this normal. I feel normal, man. I feel, wow, man, this is my normal lifestyle, man. Just relishing, the truth, man, tasting the truth, collecting the valuable jewels of the revealed scriptures. This is the new normal, my friends. This is the special Kali Yuga. Lord Chaitanya has come. He's given this special grace. What do you think? That's a new normal? Win-lose? Come on, man. What kind of new normal is that? masked up. You can't speak your truth. You can't do anything. You got to take shots because you're afraid of some invisible virus and you're in fear and anxiety. That's a new normal. Come on, man. That ain't my Lord. My Lord's in charge of this thing here. His new normal is freedom for everybody, even for insane people, insane leaders, and insane followers. I don't know. It sounds normal preaching to me. Does that sound right, Lolita? I mean, am I saying anything? Is that, or should we think, no, the new normal is we got our masters out there and we're slaves and peons forever? Even you slave drivers, how dare you? What kind of new normal is that? You're going to see, my Lord, we're going to straighten you out. So you're not thinking straight, man. This is the new normal. Here, look at the first fruits here, man. We're free by knowing what is real forever. I'm immortal, man. You gotta be immortal in a robot. That ain't anything to compare. I'm immortal in a person. I have spiritual feeling, man. Spiritual realization of the ultimate truths of life, deeper than anything known in this universe. All your robots can do is AI is collect unlimited ignorance. That's why they're stupid, these robots. You can't even get it to think straight, these things. They always make a mistake. You notice? Because they got no feeling, man. No intuition. Okay, no real love. And you want to be immortal without love? That is stupid, man. Come on, you guys that say you're 33-degree Masons and you don't know what's really real. You can't help it. You got to come in the real line. You got to get real initiation now. You got to come to the 39th degree and beyond. Here we go, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 39th, infinitely. Infinite degrees of love and devotion and realization forever, man. I'm telling you, this is the new normal. This is the best deal. This is what's coming. This is what's been prophesized especially in this Kali Yuga. The Lord has given me this much knowledge up to this point. It just gets more revelation. Doesn't that make sense? This would be the new normal. This is the best. Why not the best being manifested in this world? Love of God. Man, you got that, you got everything. Yeah. That is bond with the, people want to merge with these computers. Oh man, you get this relationship with the Supreme Lord. He knows everything in all the worlds, in all the multiverses, multi-universes. There are so many. You get a connection with the Lord like that. That's why Narada Muni, you don't see him changing. You don't see him going anywhere else, right? Yeah, that's where we're destined. Many of us are already there. What's going on here is really amazing. And I'm going to praise it, man, because it's wonderful. It is truly Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place. You come here, you'll come to understand how fantastic it is, how much grace there is here, how much protection, how much purification, how much inspiration, how much, every good thing that you can think of. And you can still have a cup of coffee if I had some. Janaki, she didn't have any grounds for me.
I was thinking. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can he ask a question, Lolita? What do you think?
Let me think about it.
It was a few weeks ago. You talked about Narada Muni being a soloist.
Yeah.
And the 9 Yogendras, they are together. They're like a groupie.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking about this a few days, and I wondered what do I like, which approach I prefer. So maybe I don't know yet, but it's about. Is there a choice? Can we choose to go like solo?
Absolutely. You're free, man. You're free. This is freedom here. You're free in Ras. It'll be a decision between, I mean, who likes to make decisions alone? It's no fun. It's hard, right? You're going to be make a decision with the Lord. He likes to be in on it. You like to be in with him on it. And then you do what the heck you guys decide, man. You're free.
Well, I like this.
We're given freedom here. Anybody can come, man. And I think it'd be great. We get some of these big wigs. Why not? We got the best thing here, man. They're gonna see it, man. Some people are very intelligent. Very intelligent demons will switch. Intelligent demigods will also thinking about, hey, man, and we're promoting something that is extraordinary, and it gets more and more clear all the time. That's sadhu sangha. See. So we're letting the whole world in on it. See, this is not just a miserly thing, man. We're Lord Chaitanya style, man. Hey, man, let's broadcast. Hey, man, this is the religion. Hey, is broadcasting the truth you hear every day here. Who's broadcasting like this? So truthful, not holding back, man. This is Lord Chaitanya's magnanimity. Not no-show stuff or, oh, I'm sorry, too confidential. We can't. No. We're going to broadcast it and out there. And some people are tuning in, they're going to tune in and say, this is what I've been looking to tune into. Hey, man, you won't find a better freedom than you see here. You'll see free people here. You'll see what real freedom looks like. You're not seeing me promoting freedom in Maya, do you? I say promote freedom in the real Radha and Krishna. See?
Your deep attachment.
Yeah, how this goes on forever. Yeah, we already have witnesses. Yeah, look at Lolita's. He's a witness of this. Look at this. Yeah, that's what I tell you. She's the most attractive woman in this universe because of bhakti. It's true. She knows it. She knows it. She's attracted. See, secret is she's attracted to the most attractive woman in the universe. That's a secret. See, you like that one better. Oh, what do we got here? A nice big long statement. Read it there.
Amon Narayan Das. Not attainable by the faithful performance of pious deeds.
There you go. You can't get it that way.
Not understood by those engaged in austerity, meditation, and yoga.
Hear that, you guys in these Vaishnava movements? You can't attain what's here, what we have here from your austerities, meditations, and yogas. Go ahead.
Not guessed by those in austerity, renunciation, or prayers.
See, you can't guess. You can't figure this out. You can't speculate on what's going on here. You got to just come and see. You got to come and associate. You got to come and hear. See? Then you'll have access, otherwise not. And then, you have to change, of course. You have to change from being a puffed up big person out there with a bunch of followers thinking you're so great and realize you're just a fool like us. Yeah, and if you don't come to that realization, you don't get this. Go ahead, what else?
I don't understand. And unknown even to the devotees full of love for Lord Govinda. Yeah,
people say they love. I was in the Vrindavan, and people have love for Krishna, love for Govinda. See, there's some love there, their dedication, usually still into rules, regulations, like this. But the devotion of Radha is not so much present. See, that's what Lord Chaitanya came to distribute. See, now, when you have this devotion of Radha, then, because those persons that I've seen that have love for Govinda, usually they don't have the tears pouring out of their eyes and the extreme intimacy. See, so Lord Chaitanya in this, he came to give real close relationship with Govinda, love for Govinda, because the love of Radha is there, deep love. He gives that, and then you go deep into this intimacy. This is Lord Chaitanya style. This is our style here. There are a lot of these devotees, they have some love for Govinda. Why? They've dedicated their lives to Krishna. Got to have some love, right? Got to go to the deity every day and, offer your flowers and everything. But they see this love. They can't even guess. They're bewildered. Like, what's going on there? What's going on there? What's going on there? Well, we're going to show you and teach the world what's going on here. Is really great, because you see that verse here, you hear it explained like this, you start to get it. You start to realize, wow, there is something. I thought my love for Govinda was so topmost and so fantastic. And I come here and I see these guys, they're chanting Krishna, Govinda's name, and tears are pouring out of their eyes, and they're choking up and jumping around and all this stuff, and they can't contain this bliss. See, this is what they haven't guessed. They can't even guess, but they come here, they see it. Boy, the more I think about this, the more I think, whoa, man, this is how it works. It's like we're the living example of these verses. Wow, the Lord is using us to show the verses in like a play in this world, a great show. Matter of fact, this kind of show must be the greatest show on this earth. How can you not? What greater thing can you show than the actual scriptures that you read about in this world? To see, actually, I didn't know this. This is actually a play. Literally a play with Krishna. But a play, you see, this is a demonstration of these verses, a demonstration of this freedom, a demonstration of these feelings, a demonstration of these realizations. Wow, I didn't know I was in a simulation of Vrindavan. Maybe this is the real Vrindavan. Real Vrindavan, it says the Dham is a place and a person or persons. Look at it. We're starting to relate like Vrindavan devotees. They're starting to act like them. Pretty soon, Lalita will be carrying a flute. Who knows? She'll be wearing a sari again. Are you sorry you're not wearing saris anymore? No, not sorry.
Complicated.
You got to either love, Janaki says, I love Lalita. Yeah, you either got to love her or hate her. Both, like one guy, I put her thing on, I put her video on one guy thing, and he got so angry. He said, fuck you. Yeah, that's great. Hey, attraction, love or hate, whatever. It's probably thinking about it even to this day, like, oh, how dare this is how she shouldn't show this. How dare her show this stuff? It's kind of like, I went into this. I was in this class, and one of these devotees of Narayan Raj, he was reading about Mother Yashoda and her relationship with Krishna, and he started a couple of tears started coming, just a couple of tears, And these Prabhupada disciples stormed out of the room. They were so angry seeing those tears, man. That feeling that arose in him. Oh, they stormed out. And I followed. I wanted to see what they're, because I was in, I want to see what they say in the, and so I went following and I was listening. And how dare he show this? This Prabhupada would never do that. Oh, boy, were they angry. And they were part of the group. So this bhakti is powerful. It brings out the demons. And that's how do you think that those who had the Holy Spirit had the power to exercise? See, it's that spirit of devotion is so powerful. It polarizes. It brings out whatever's demoniac in you, even though you have a nice dhoti and a big smile, feigned smile on your face. See, I'm very humble. It pulls out all the poisons. Yeah. See, this ecstatic devotion is no joke. Nothing. It's powerful. More volume. Oh, okay. What happened here? Okay. More volume. I didn't know. More volume? I'm not speaking loud enough. Oh, you don't want me
Maybe
to...
her internet is not that good, because this morning she was complaining as well. For me, the volume is good. For Tom as well, I think.
Yes,
Is the
it's
volume?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, it's closer now even. I put the thing right in my face. Here. Yeah, okay. What were we doing? Were we reading from something or somewhere? We didn't get
You
to
are
it.
reading Amon's post.
Oh, yeah.
I can continue because it's longer.
Continue. Oh, okay, go ahead. Continue.
It says, okay. The secret of pure devotional service, has been revealed in the chanting of the holy name with Acharya Chilagara Haridas and his devotees in Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place.
Yeah, I mean, that the rest of that verse is said in different ways because it's quoted in different times, different places, but with the same mood, the same understanding. It's available through this attaining Krishna Vrindavan is available through the devotees who chant holy names with great ecstatic devotion. I mean, do you see that there, anybody? Do you see that here? Oh, this is what the verses. You see the show. See, this is the play. This is the, you got to see the show. Otherwise, you just don't know. You read the verses and then you go and follow something else. See, you got to follow in the footsteps of the verses. If you do that, you come here, you're following the footsteps of the verses and you become the verses. In life, it's got to be your life. The verse has to be your activity. See, it's our activity. People think I tell you, Vaishnavas out there in the Vaidhi, you don't know what real Vaishnava is. I'm explaining every day. The Lord inspires me to explain these things. See, you got to see the manifestation of verse. You got to come to the devotees. If you want Vrindavan, if you've got the greed, if you come here, you'll get the greed, because why not? It's the truth. What everybody wants. This is a problem. They think the truth is external and it's all the Lord's Maya. It's his shadow. This is the truth, man. This is what you can sink your transcendental teeth in, literally, forever. Those teeth will go, now you're chewing Krishna every day and getting more juice. See? Because of the devotion. Yeah. So that's how it's available. And then Krishna says in another verse like this, following, it's not in this way you get Krishna. You attain Krishna by pure devotion. See? So devotion is born of devotion. Bhakti is born of bhakta. See, so you got to go, where is bhakti being born? Every day is the birth of bhakti here. So you come here, your bhakti will be born by being around where bhakti is being born every day. Every day is the appearance day of Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya here. I'm telling you, this is a very special grace place. There is not, you can go to a whole classes and you're not feeling that the Lord is really there much, or maybe a little bit, but here, it's powerful revelations. You see the actual play of the verses. You see the show of the verses. See, kinetically, you see, oh yeah, in that temple there, that body of that person, man, you see love of Krishna. You see the ecstasy. You see all these things you read about. Now, doesn't that make sense that Krishna consciousness would be available where it's shown and demonstrated and played out? Doesn't it make sense? I mean, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. You're reading all these things here like this, and then you see these gurus and examples never showing any of it. It's just all in their minds. And they're showing another show. Look at me, I'm a big sannyasi and you're my little peon disciple, and you'll be that way because I don't have the power to deliver you. No, you got to see the living examples of this. Then you become the verses. Literally, you become a real guru. First, you got to become a real disciple. You can't get off the boat like some of these persons do. Get off the boat. Oh, well, thank you very much. No, okay, you get off the boat into Mayavadi stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had my video about that in my this morning. Following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya is doing what he did, and what he does to us. Show bhakti.
Yeah.
That's Sankirtan.
Got to be that. Yeah. What's nice is too, I'm noticing the Lord doesn't leave some of these devotees. So he did that with you a little bit too. Even though I was, we had some controversies and all of that, and misunderstandings and all that, and a lot of the language, whatever it was, but still the Lord didn't leave, and he's purifying, see, and gets all the stuff, whatever's in the way out. See, and then everything's clear. So I noticed some people leaving here now, seeing the symptoms, he's doing the same thing with them. Because he doesn't leave them, you still see they got the bhakti and all that. And I know he's just burning stuff away. And then there'll be a reconnection again, which is good. It's just, I've learned that. See, from experience, you got to see these things taking shape in your life and how Krishna works. And we learn. So all is not lost when people do leave sadhu sangha, especially when the Lord, if the Lord leaves them, then there's a problem, because some people, the Lord actually really leaves, you don't see the symptoms. But if you see the symptoms of bhakti still there, the coverings are being burned off, whatever's in the way, and Krishna rectifies like that. So that's good fortune. Okay, read this here, Tom.
Shama Gauri. Dear Gurudeva, I soak up every word you say, like a sponge, now, and understand and realize them. Thank you for all that you are giving to me. Love it so much.
Yeah, that's what, see, faith, when you feel yourself a friend and a disciple of a real guru, then the way of this transcendental understanding comes, because the Lord becomes trusting you. See? You become trustworthy. Otherwise, you're not always You're not trustworthy. It's people, if they come with other ulterior motives. This was the problem. Many leaders came to Bhaktisiddhanta and Prabhupada with motive. And so that has to be purified. And it may take a few lifetimes for that. See, but fortunate are those who don't. They come for this bhakti, and that's and that's why you come here. If you got ulterior motives and they're really strong, you'll end up, going out there and doing your little teacher trip or something. You want to be important and all that. Well, Lord will let you live it out. But this is for devotees who really want Krishna. We're here to just play with Krishna. I'm just doing my role. This is my role. You're doing your roles. Whatever Krishna gives, right, is good. Is the right thing. He makes us a guru or disciple, and everybody participates. Everybody's satisfied. Why not? We're serving Krishna. We're serving his desire, whatever that is. Yeah. We're serving his Leela, getting that worked out. So because somebody has to represent guru and somebody has to represent disciple, because you can't just have a guru. There will be no role model of a disciple and people won't come. See, that's why they're sent here. Even disciples are sent. They're exalted already. That's why you see look at Lalita, look at Johan, how quickly they got it. They show a role model Oh yeah, this is how it is. You get all this bhakti, and it's still dedicated, and you show all these things of what is a real disciple. Who you guys, people need to see that. It's the witness program. How else can people understand? That's why Lord Chaitanya, he had to come as a devotee. You notice? He had to come worshiping Krishna in ecstasy so that we could see that. You know? He couldn't just come as Krishna. He had to come as a role model. See? And then people had to come and say, this is how it is to accept the path of ecstatic devotion. Okay? And then they also were, see, so it's just a wonderful mercy upon mercy upon mercy. This is the only real auspiciousness, really. There's nothing else in this world auspicious unless it's like this style. Okay? Everything else is even materially. That's why I kind of poo-poo it all. Yeah, come on, it's nothing. Why not? This is available, man. Come get this. This is the food, man. These are the living verses here and the living devotees here. They're living out these verses that you read about. That means what was then is now again. And that's the boat. That's the ship, is the relationships here. These are ships here. So you can cross over so easy, this illusion. Look how hard it is for those persons out there not taking advantage. Look how hard it is for the religionists. Look how hard it is for the Vaidhi Bhaktas even. How difficult. See? But here we're here to show the easy way. Whoever believes in this preaching from their heart by purification will know what real auspiciousness is and be able to teach that to others. That's the real mind. I tell you, it's so fantastic to speak the truth, man. To speak these verses, to be these verses. There ain't anything else. This is the only purpose to be here, is to relish these verses, to relish this name, to be that in that relationship, show that to the world. Nothing else, nothing. Everything is some kind of an illusion in the whole universe, even. I feel so for, to understand these things. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Don't you feel that way? I can't believe why we're so for. Can't believe it. Why? It's amazing. God's grace is truly, He is so merciful in that way. Oh my God, to give us His secrets.
Miracles are very difficult to believe.
Yeah. To me, that's a miracle. Here people think, oh, raising the dead. Oh, opening deaf people's ears. Oh, opening blind eyes. To me, this is that.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, this is it. We're dumb. Really, literally dumb, and the Lord is giving us intelligence. We're really deaf. We can't hear, but now I hear the holy name in ecstasy. Now my ears are open. Otherwise, what is this to open the ear? Oh, I hear physical sound again. Oh, big deal. A lot of people in illusion are listening to material sounds, and now you can hear them too. But how about spiritual sound vibration to the point you feel it, man? You feel awakened, your soul is awakened, spiritual sound. You hear the sound of devotees chanting these verses, not just Brahmins, but actual devotees chanting the holy name in ecstasy, and you feel that vibration. Oh, I think your ears are really open now, because now the sound is going down into your heart. Awakening your heart. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yeah, it's this recognition. Recognizing where is the real food, where is the real substance, where is the real association that brings the real progress.
Yeah. What does this say?
Real food. Janaki. Devidasi. Another perfect class. Yes. Yes, best class ever. Yes.
I don't know if I believe it. He is always saying that. I don't know if I believe How can that
She's
be?
never lying. I never heard her lying.
How can this always be the best class ever? Every day practically she says that.
We easily forget how good the one of yesterday was.
Yeah.
When you have this fresh, ever fresh, that's actually.
It's refreshing. Yeah, because it is. It's always ever fresh. It's great. Read this.
Shama Gauri. I was reading that in Chaitanya Chaitamrita the other day. I read it for my friends.
I guess it's that verse. Yeah, these verses are so. This is postgraduate. That's why, hey man, if you're not reading, if you're in, say, any of these sanghas out there, ISKCON or Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Smith, you come here, if you're not reading these verses, you come here, you're gonna taste the glories of these verses. Just by here, you get purified to the point where you'll like to hear these things. You'll love to hear it. Oh, okay, what happened here? This is in the way. Okay. All right, read this.
Shama Gauri. They are right here, another miracle every day. They are right here. Yeah. Another miracle every day.
Yeah, and that's a miracle. See, it's almost like every day we get the miracle, our ears are opened. See, our heart is open. Our eyes are open to spiritual truth. So we have a resurrection every day. People think the resurrection was just one time. This is the fun, is to be resurrected every day. You sleep all night, you kind of, and then you start chanting, and the resurrection happens. Resurrection! All right, man. The Lord is resurrected in us, and we're dipping like ducking swans in the bliss and the ecstasy. Isn't that nice? Always ever fresh and deepening. Yeah, Resurrection Day. See, you don't have to wait once a year for the resurrection. No, we resurrect Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna every day. That's what we're doing? I never thought about it like that. Every day is a resurrection.
Every day, sometimes in the same words as yesterday, but still new and fresh, and give you new and other revelations. That's so.
Even the name, Radha and Krishna's name, all they resurrect, you can feel it, man. They resurrecting. Oh man, the party's starting, the devotional party. All right.
Long time now, here we are.
Now we got some substance going, man. Now we got some party favors and flavors and and now, see, inside from within, inside the party, the assembled devotees are all coming, and we're all getting the happiness of bhakti party, the rave, starting rave. We're raving here. You go to raves, people have to take these drugs and they act really. Here we take the name of Radha and Krishna and we act really crazy too. But we can become smarter. No police will come and take us away for, doing illegal drugs. Here, this drug is still legal. Although I got to tell you, ISKCON tried to make it illegal. They tried to monopolize the holy name, or they put a patent on it. And this is the thing, man. Come on, man. Are you ready to move on, you guys? I get more ecstasy giving this holy name out. I don't need to patent it. I don't have to. I possess it already. And it's my great happiness to see other people possess it too.
They try to stop us to sell it.
Yeah, why? No, here we're multi-marketing the holy name, and it's free. Krishna, you just develop faith in the association of ecstatic devotees. That's how you easily get it. Because if you don't think about it, if you don't have faith in this, you don't associate with ecstatic devotees who don't have this. You associate with these dry people. It could be your peers, they're following rules, regulation, everything. Well, where are the symptoms of this ecstasy? This is where the party is, man. The tears, the laughter. You got to show that you're in a party. You're in partying with Krishna, with Radha, with the devotees here, Come on. The more I think about it, what are you doing in these places where the party ain't happening yet. Yeah, this is the party of Vrindavan, the intimacy with Krishna. They love Krishna in a very intimate, informal way, make it very ecstatic because of that, very close, to the real Lord in his most realist form. There's still distance and, God is the super soul everywhere. But God, look what's going on here. My goodness. This is available. It's on the shelf. It's the only thing on the shelf. The value, man. You come in this supermarket, ooh, love of Krishna there. On this shelf, love of Krishna. And over in the freezer section, love of Krishna. In the fresh produce, love of Krishna.
The fresh products, yes.
The milk products, love of Krishna. Everywhere you go, that's the only thing. It's all you need. From that comes all the other products. Matter of fact, because they're all the products. Love of Krishna, everything's inside them, right? All products come from them. Radha is the source of all beauty. Why not go to the source of all beauty? Krishna is the source of all intelligence, the source of all understanding, the source of all real knowledge. Why not go to Radha and Krishna? We get everything. What? I don't even have to go to Socrates. I can just go to Socrates now and straighten them out. I can go to the Buddha's sayings and straighten them out. I can go to Christianity and straighten out their sayings because they need some straightening out too. Yes, we can tidy the house of God. Go to the Vaishnavas, straighten out their understanding. Yeah, that's what we do, straighten everything else. You didn't know I was a housekeeper. Janaki says, you just can't keep a house looking filthy in there. No, I'm keeping the house very tidy. You just don't know. This way of tidiness is another way. This is another kind of, and that's why I don't have time for this, this cleaning this. We got to keep the house tidy in another way.
It's another house.
Radha and Krishna's house. This other one, I need some help. And I'm so happy that Janaki's inspired to do this. It's great, Inspired. She's getting everything fixed up. Everything I just kind of let go and make it convenient. It's great, fantastic. All right. So I take a little break for a while. I need to move around, get a little walking in, and then we'll come back for some more party raves, more devotional parties. Maybe John, you guys can take over. Maybe you guys want to do something too. I don't know. Whoever, follow your inspiration. Follow the Bhakti Ras. Okay, Hare Krishna. Bye now.